Biggs. I'm the managing editor of Scratch magazine, and I'm delighted that Scratch has been chosen as the platform to showcase this very, very cool product. So it will make a big difference to the way that you work as a nail professional. And a few of you have been guessing what it might be over social media over the last couple of weeks. So why don't we see if you've guessed correctly? Here's the big reveal. So there it is. Did you get it right? The imix has officially landed, and it's a very, very chic, easy to use device that sits on your nail desk and uses magnetic mixing technology to blend any gel polish or nail polish. It's been tested with pretty much every gel polish and nail polish that you could imagine, or so I hear from its creators. So whatever brand you use, this will benefit you. We all know that separation can occur in gel polishes and in polishes because of their makeup. So that mixing stage is really essential to get that consistent true colour for your clients and the best result possible. But we're all kind of sick, I guess, of, shaking that polish bottle before an appointment, and it doesn't look very chic, does it? So this will solve that problem. imix also is really handy because it blends right from the bottom. So yeah, it means that you get more applications from that per bottle as well, because it's blending right from the very bottom to the top, getting as much of that formula together as possible. So I guess you want to see how it works and what happens and what difference it's going to make to your nail life. So I'm delighted to welcome an award-winning nail tech, salon owner, academy owner, brand founder. I mean, what she hasn't done is probably easier to say. So Tammy Koslovski from NAF Salon, NAF Stuff. Welcome, Tammy.
Hi, thank you so much for that lovely introduction, Helena. I'm so excited that I get to be the person that reveals the imix to everyone. Honestly, I am super, super excited to unbox it and just show everyone how to use this amazing little gadget. So we're fully branded today with the imix logo, and I just honestly love it so much and can't wait to show you.
Oh, wicked. Yeah, it's very cool. You've had it for a little while now, so you've been playing with it. What do you think of it so far?
I absolutely love it. And when I first heard about the imix, I was just like, that's something I need, but I didn't know I needed it. And I'm sure I said that to you as well. I was like, I can't believe I've never thought of having something like this before, but it makes such a huge difference. And we've been using it, we've been testing it a lot, because we obviously didn't want to talk about a product that we didn't know how to use. So we've tested it again on every single type of bottle, type of formula, gel polish, nail polish, different, like older bottles, newer bottles, and it really does work for everything. So we are super, super happy to put our name on it and partner with imix and Scratch as well. So yeah, it is. It's brilliant. It's so exciting to have a new innovation as well in the nail industry. Especially at a time like this, it's so good to get excited about something. So I can't wait to see this on all our desks when we open up.
Yeah, and perfectly timed as we hopefully get ready to reopen those salons and those nail businesses in the next couple of months. So I think what struck me about the imix was that I've seen a couple of shaker type contraptions, and that's probably the best thing to call them in my time in the nail industry. But the beauty of the imix when I received it is that it's so, I keep saying chic, but that's exactly what it is. It's compact, it's very cool. And I think you're going to give us an unboxing of it so that everyone can see what they get in the imix box. So while you're getting ready for that, I just wanted to see if anyone has any questions, please drop them in the comments section and we will answer as many as possible, or the imix team will jump on those. And at the end of the live, if we don't. So Tammy, you're going to do that official unboxing for us, so I guess away you go.
So here we have the gorgeous little imix box. As you can see, it is super compact. I think exactly like Helena was saying, when I first heard about the imix, I thought it was going to be a big thing that sat on your desk and almost like, you know, when you go into hardware shops and they've got those paint mixers, I thought that's what it was going to be. You know, this big clunky thing shaking the bottle for me, making lots of noise. And that is the complete opposite of what this is. So the box already, I feel like I'm unboxing an iPhone. Like that's what it feels like. Everything's like super, super compact. So we've got a picture of the imix on the front and the website imix paint. So for any info that we've not covered, if you just head over to imixupaint.com, there'll be step-by-step guides there for you as well. So let's get cracking. So when you first open up the box, you've got this beautiful imix branding. I love, you know, now that I know what the product is, after seeing all the branding, the swirls and everything just makes so much sense. So I really love that it's like this when you open it up. And then when you open it, you'll get your instruction booklet, which is a super nice, easy to follow, fold out booklet there. And then you'll obviously get your safety booklet as well, which is important because there are magnets in here. It has got the magnetic mixing technology. So do have a read of that. And then this is the exciting bit. So we're going to go in and lift this out. My big clunky hands in the way. But you then take out the actual imix here. And as you'll see, it's in its own little compartment. And it says, read the instructions. So then we open that up and here it is. Actually, when you open that up as well, you will get this little tool, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, but it is the imix Mixtractor. And you'll see why it's called that in a minute. So here we have it. Your gorgeous little imix. You can see that there's space here for the polish to sit, and you'll see what these little lights in here do in a minute. And it, like we said before, it's super sleek, super compact. It sits really nicely on a table, no matter what your color scheme. It's also just really, really light. It's easy to maneuver if you're passing it to another desk or taking it mobile or using it on shoots or whatever. It is really, really handy to have and just pack away. So it isn't a bulky product. We've also got the cable that when you get it, it will be wrapped up a lot nicer, but I've obviously been playing with this for a week and trying to fit it back in the box nicely after my overzealous use of this product was not super exciting. So this is the lead that you'll get. And the amazing thing about this lead and why this is really taken pros into consideration is that it's a 1.5 meter length cable that plugs into any USB plug really. So they don't provide a plug in the box, but that's fine because we've all got those, you know, plugs lying about in our drawers. We've all got I know I've got an iPhone one, but you can plug it into any USB outlet or any USB plug. And this little bit just pops in here. And now we're going to pop our imix on. So I'm just going to go and get my little plug, which I've got here. And you just obviously, I'm so glad I got that in first time because, you know, it can be sketchy. So I'm just going to plug that in off camera. And I'm glad you can't see my wires because they're not tidy, but yours should be. So there we go. Look at these lights. It looks like a fun little UFO. And I don't know if you can, you know, you won't be able to hear this because it's super quiet, but there's a really, really light whirring noise coming from this. And when I say really, really light, I can't hear it over the sound of my own voice. So, so we've got these gorgeous little lights here and you can actually change the color scheme to match your salon. So I love pink and lilac. So that would be the two that I would choose. But then, you know, you could also change it to match your mood. You can change it to match the color that you're displaying. It's just super fun. I think the lights make it really, really attractive and make it a great talking point in the salon as well. You know, sometimes when you run it as something to say to your client, this is, I mean, I don't ever run it as anything to say to anyone, but if you run it as something to say to your client, this is a great thing to talk about. And it also leads you into conversation about the products that you use and why it's important to use it. So I think I've talked lots and lots about what the product actually looks like, but I think to actually understand what it is and how it works, we need to see it in motion.
Absolutely. I mean, that light feature,
I love it.
It's so cute, isn't it? You know what that's going to be really good for as well? Social media posts.
Absolutely.
You know how much, I mean, as social media star of the year winner numerous times at the Scratch Stars Awards, you know exactly how to nail some social media. And it just gives it a cool, I think you said earlier when we were chatting, it gives your bottles a great stage to sit on. And changing those colours as well, it's just a really quirky addition, not only to your nail desk, but for your social media as well, which I think is pretty cool.
Exactly. That's how I imagine it as well. You know, imagine when we open back up again and your client's finally getting to sit down for that nail appointment after 4 months, you know, you'll actually be able to display the colour that they've picked right in front of them and, you know, make it a really special appointment. So I obviously can't choose, so I'm going to pick 5 colours to paint my nails with, just to show you a variation of bottle sizes and how it works. And I'm actually going to paint my nails using nail polish today, but like Helena said before, it can be used on gel polish, nail polish, any brand, any shape of bottle. So I'm going to go for a nice little selection of colours here. So I've obviously had to go with this bright pink because, you know, it's the colour.
Imix branded, yeah.
Exactly. And then, you know, the lilacs had to come in there as well because, again, imix branded. Okay, so what I didn't show you because it wasn't in my box because I have used the imix so much was it comes with this little tree with these mixers on it. So I don't know if you can see these, you'll be able to see these better on the imix website, but it's a little, it's called a mixer. It's like a little...
Well, someone in our comment section has just referred to them as a bean.
A bean.
Shape, but they are mixers. Let's reaffirm that. And just before we get too far into this, will be revealed by Tammy, but they are reusable. They can be cleaned. So yes, you've probably got a collection of, you know, hundreds of gel polishes, especially if you're a bigger salon, and polishes as well. But the beauty of these mixers is you get a tree of 10 in your imix box when you buy the actual imix, and they can be cleaned and reused, and we're going to talk through that at the end. And you can also buy the mixers on their own. So yeah, Tammy, how do they work? Talk us through how they work with the mixing process.
So what I'm going to do is take the mixers that I've already used off of here. So use your imagination and imagine this tree is completely filled with mixers. So you're just going to take it and twist off a little mixer, and you can see how powerful those magnets are there. So we're going to twist one off, and then there's actually a spinning magnet in here, and there will be a Q&A after here, and they'll have a lot more, you know, proper terminology. But for me, it's a spinning magnet and a mixer. And you basically just take your chosen polish bottle, open it up. Of course, I picked the one that's difficult to open. Let's go with this one. So you take your polish bottle, you just take your polish off your brush there, and you're just going to drop the mixer into the bottle, and then you're just going to put your lid back on and pop your... So I don't know, I'm going to try and put my microphone maybe for a little bit of ASMR. So we're just going to press the button for the imix on there, and we'll see the lights flashing. Super, super easy. There's literally one button, which is great for me. And it's great when you're busy, you know, you don't want to be fiddling about and pressing loads of different things. You just want to put one button on, and you pop. So you can almost see the light. I don't know if you can see that. The light's pretty consistent there, and then you can almost see it slow down a tiny, tiny bit, which means it's working. And if you listen closely, you can hear the mixer spinning around in there. And what it's doing is it's spinning around at the bottom of the bottle and mixing all that product in and mixing everything together so that your pigment's all even. It's giving you a smooth consistency, which means you'll have a smooth application. Means you're not shaking it when you're sitting in front of your client as well. You don't have to sit and shake a bottle. And if you think you're doing that, like, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times a day.
One of the benefits of this, and we've actually touched on it in the March issue of Scratch magazine, is obviously a lot of nail technicians suffer from carpal tunnel syndrome because of heavy filing and the day-to-day actions that are involved in the profession, and adding that extra wrist action when you're shaking 5, 10 different colours a day, more if you're doing nail art with multiple colours, is really going to put pressure on your wrists. So the beauty of this imix is that it alleviates that completely. And it also saves time as well, because you're not sitting there making small talk with the client, chatting away while you're mixing something in front of them when they've decided their shades. You can just be like, right, this colour, great, pop it on the imix and start prepping. So it's just really handy, I guess, for a busy salon like yours. It's pretty practical.
It's super handy, and it just means that you've got a bit more time to chat away, and you can also be prepping while that's sitting there. So I do think it's super handy. And also, it just doesn't look stunning when you're shaking that bottle in front of your client. So
we'll avoid doing the actions on screen tonight.
Yeah. Do you know, I was thinking that earlier on. I was like, I better not do that under the camera, because that is not going to look okay. But one thing that I found really, really interesting when I was talking to the imix team was that when you're shaking it, you can get air bubbles into your product, which never looks nice when you're applying it. So what the imix is doing is it's just smoothly spinning everything around, and you're not bringing air into the product. And I just think you'll see what it's like when we put it on. And actually, there's some brilliant before and afters as well. Helena, I'm sure you'll be able to direct people to them afterwards, but there's some really good before and after pictures that really show how much it utilizes the product. And another good thing as well is that you're basically using why am I tripping over myself? I'm just so excited about it, I swear. I want to give you all the information about this product. But it really just reduces wasted polish. Because you're mixing everything together, you're getting more out of your bottles, which is super, super important when it comes to gel polish. And the costing of your appointments as well. You really want to get every inch out of that bottle, especially if you're getting the last dregs out of it. You want to know that you're using a good mix of everything, and that it's going to cure properly and it's going to apply smoothly, and you're not doing a substandard set. So I really, really think it's important. So I'm just going to show you one more time how I put the mixer in. So we're going to open our bottle here, just clean our brush off. I'm just going to switch the imix off just now. We're going to twist our mixer off. Super, super easy. And like Helena said as well, this mixer is going to stay in this bottle. So if you're buying the mixers, I think the imix comes with 10 already, but you can buy extra mixers as well. So I will be buying them for the rest of our gel polishes in the salon, just to have one in each of them. And I'll show you how to remove the mixer when you're done as well, because you can actually transfer it from your older color to your newer color as well. So we've popped the mixer in. We just press the imix on. There you go. It's whirring away. And then we're just gonna, there we go. So sometimes it can go a little bit slower at the beginning, and that's really good because it just shows you that it's like catching onto the magnet and spinning it around. So if you do have any issues with it, you can just move it about. And what I would say for different shape bottles, sometimes square bottles need a little bit longer, or you can actually put 2 mixers in as well. And I think it's worth noting that a lot of nail polishes and a lot of gel polishes have ball bearings in them, which really work with the mixer as well. So products with 2 ball bearings will usually just need 1 mixer, and some of them with 1 ball bearing will just need 1 mixer, but there are products that don't have any ball bearings at all and they might need 2 mixers. But the imix team are super, super helpful, so if you have any questions about that, just let them know. But what it's like with a new product, it's trial and error, but I can really, really say that this works for every shape, every size, every formula of polish and lacquer. So now we're going to get to painting, but I don't know if there's anything else you want to add, Helena.
Just while we've got loads of questions coming in about the mixers, and obviously this video will be saved and it will be able to view on Scratch's platforms and on the imix platforms as well. But the mixers are reusable. They can be
Yep.
cleaned. It comes with 10 of them. I just want to reaffirm this point. You can buy extra, but it comes with 10 and they can be cleaned. And Tammy's going to show us how to do that in a bit. So it's very exciting that can be used in that way, because it saves waste and it's very cost effective. And the fact that they are reusable. And what I also think is worth noting is that this is going to be great for glitters. I mean, glitters get just clogged at the bottom of the bottle, don't they? And end up doing an extra shake for those glitters, especially around Christmas. You haven't got the time to keep shaking all those festive glitters and stuff. So it's going to be really handy for getting that smooth consistency, and that where you've got a nice chunk of glitter in every single stroke.
I'll pop one into a glitter as well, just to show it off. I don't know if you can see this on camera, but this glitter's got like a lot of separation at the top. There's a lot of clear product up there. So I'm just going to pop my mixer in. Like so.
Easy as that. Easy
as that. And then I'm just gonna, oh, sorry. That's me getting too excited. Pop her on. So it's a wee bit slower just now. Just this is a very old chunky, but can you see her going? She stopped a little bit at first because it was trying to work through the chunky glitter, and I don't know if you can see. Can you see the glitter all spinning round on the? Just about. It's camera. A little dark, but if you tilt it, it's probably going to fall off. But we trust your judgment, and we'll be able to see when you apply how that looks on the nail. So. Exactly. Well, I'll show you. So you give them all it takes is 5 seconds. So for this old chunky glitter, I would probably leave it for a little bit more, but it only takes about 5 seconds. And one thing that I did worry about when I first used it was if it was going to affect like the bottom of my brush, but I can confirm it doesn't do. There's no problems with the bottom of my brush when I'm using the product. So as you can see, no separation on here now, if you can see it, but this is all nice and mixed. So I'm going to actually get into painting with it, just to kind of talk about, well, I'll paint with the glitter, just to talk about how nice and smooth this is after using the imix. And while I'm doing that, just to show you, I'll pop another color on. We've already mixed this one, but we'll go for it. So yeah, you can just, if you get into that rhythm and that routine, if you're using loads of different shades when it comes to a nail art design, for example, you can start applying with one, put another bottle of colour on to be mixed, and then it's all ready and waiting for you. So speeding up appointment times, which I think when we can all go back to work and back into the salon and back to your nail desks, I'm assuming that nail techs are going to be back to back with appointments. So anything that can shave off 5 minutes, 10 minutes is going to be a little bit of a godsend, I think. So yeah, for sure. And you can see obviously my iPhone camera is not the best quality, but I don't know if you can see like how smooth that is. Like the color is consistent all the way down my brush there. And what I'll do, I'll paint this, and then I've actually got a white one, a white polish that's separated. So I'm going to show you what to do with colours that are a little bit older and a little bit not so gorgeous looking. So here is one here, super separated. I think it's worth just to explain why polishes and gel polishes separate and why it's so important. It's because the ingredients in such products, such as plasticizers, resin, solvents, colorants, suspension agents, obviously the formula is made up of so many different components, which if they are on a shelf, of course they're different densities, and some are going to sink to the bottom, some are going to remain where they are. So that's why it's so important to mix product. But obviously we don't want to be doing that with our wrists every single day. So mixing and getting that great blend, rather than just shaking it all, getting up to the well of your brush and getting stuck up there, mixing is going to be the best way forward to get that nice even blend. For sure. So I think the important thing with these is that if we leave the imix to do this, leave the imix to do this, it's pulling it off from the bottom. So what we want to do is just give it a little bit of a helping hand and just give it, a quick shake to wake it up. So like a little cocktail. We were laughing earlier on saying it's not shaken, not stirred. It's stirred, not shaken. So if you want that to be the new imix tagline, then that's fine by me. So we're just going to switch to... I won't take any royalties, it's fine. So we're just going to put our mixer back in here. So we're going to pop our mixer in, close our lid down. You obviously want to put your lid on so that you're not, you know, you don't knock it over and spill anything over your desk. So you can, do you see it flashing there? That's it, just registering it with the magnet. And here we're getting a nice spin on this one. Obviously I've smudged my nail because I'm painting a nail polish on a live, of course.
Nothing like the pressure of going live, is there?
I know. Here she is.
Multitasking.
So I could sit and paint my nails for ages, but I really want to show you how to take the mixers out and clean them and reuse them as well. So I'll just show you this white one. Oh, it's really, really working away here. And I would probably give it a little bit longer because this has been sitting for a long time and it was quite heavily separated. But you can see already like the difference in that colour. Look how nice my white is. It's still a wee bit separated at the top, but that is because it was mixing from the bottom. So I would actually maybe even put 2 mixers in this one. But I'm going to show you how to take your mixers out. And this is where this super handy gadget comes in. And this is your mixtractor.
Love that name, is it? Very
I know, right? How everything is so on brand. I absolutely love it. So we've got imix, our mixers, and our mixtractor, which makes everything super easy to remember as well. So we have
this is a bit a lot of people have been asking questions about, because I keep stressing how you can reuse these mixers.
Yeah,
I've got like 400 polishes. What do I do? And so pay very close attention to this bit because it's super easy to mixtract, and Tammy's going to show us exactly how to do that.
By the way, I feel so cool being a mixtractor. So feel like I can add that to my CV now. So I would definitely get a bit of couch roll down. And obviously if you're working with gel polish, I would put your gloves on because you don't want to overexpose your skin to the gel polish. And so I'm just going to shove my gloves on just to pretend that we are using a gel polish here. And to be honest, it's actually cleaner to do it with gloves with polish as well. So now this is going to be a task trying to show this on screen. So, and I dropped it. So this end is magnetic as well. So everything here is magnetic. There's magnets in the base, the mixers are magnets, and this is a magnet as well. So what we're going to do is find our mixer in here. It's hard to show you. I don't know if you can see that.
Can see a faint shadow of a mixer.
Can you see?
Working its way up to the bottle. Yes, we can see it.
So what I can also see is the ball bearings as well. So this is going to hold onto your ball bearings, and I'll just make it do a little dance here. Probably would have been better if I had a clear one, but that would have been too organised.
Perfectly.
Yeah, so I'm going to take my lid off here and just pop that to the side. And you can see we've got the mixers here. So this shape bottle, and I think this is good that I'm using this shape bottle to show you. Sometimes it can be a little more difficult to get it over the neck of the bottle, but they do just travel up. So you can, of course, this is happening on a live. It was so smooth earlier on.
It's that pressure of being alive, but it is super easy. And this mixtractor is included in the box. So if you missed the first part of the live, go back and see Tammy's unboxing, because the box contains the imix, the USB lead, the mixtractor, and the tree with 10 mixers. So yeah, this mixtractor is in there.
So we can see the ball bearings and the mixer there just attaching to my magnet. So I like to tip it a little bit just to keep them there. And then I put my mix tractor in, and just like magic, out comes my mixer and the 2 ball bearings. And I am so glad that it did not come out the shape that we thought it was going to come out. And that's all I'll say.
I really like that too, but another talking point for the nail desk, wouldn't it, really?
Exactly. Okay, so we've got our mixer and our ball bearings there. And the best thing about the mixer and the imix is everything is acetone resistant. So the mix tractor is, the mixers, and the whole unit is as well, which is, as we know, super important on the desk, because there's nothing worse than when you get something gorgeous for your desk, get some acetone on it, and it looks like a melted wetly. Like, there's nothing worse. So I'm just going to get some acetone on a lint-free pad here. So you can do a couple of things. You can either take it into your couch roll and just roll it and wipe it first, and then just use a lint-free pad. I'm going to obviously pop my ball bearings back into my polish here.
Yeah.
We don't need them out. And then just give that a little wipe. And then we can give our mix tractor a little wipe as well. And a top tip from me is just getting a cleanup brush as well. If you really want to clean it out, and dipping it in some acetone and just giving it a last little brush. And the mix tractor is fab for holding on to it as well while you clean.
And that's all that's needed. So it's
it's a really
quick, easy way. And hopefully that's answered all your questions about how to reuse the mixers in various different bottles. And so, like I said, 10 are included with the purchase of the imix, 10 mixers. But if you want any more, they are available in packs of 20 and 50, and we'll detail at the end where you can purchase them from, as well as the all-important information about where you can purchase your imix from.
And the best thing is, if you're using it with your gel polish and it's just because you've come to the end of your bottle and the very end of your bottle with your perfectly mixed product, you can literally just slip it out of one bottle and pop it into the next one, because it'll be the same color. So you don't need to throw the mixers. My camera obviously just disappeared there. You don't need to throw the mixers. Oh, am I on this one? You don't need to throw the mixers away with your bottle. You can literally just transfer it to a new one. So I think that's like the most exciting thing about it as well, is that you're not wasting anything, and you're not, putting your money in the bin with a bottle. You can literally just transfer it to the next one. So it is. I am genuinely so excited to get using these when the salon opens. I just think they'll make such a great addition to the desk. I think they're really going to help us, look better. They're going to help the girls stop. I shouldn't have done that on screen. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, it's a much more sophisticated way of working, but hey. Is such an interesting addition to the nail desk. But the comments that we're getting now are just like, wow, it's so small, it's so compact, it's so handy, and it will really save my wrists from that extra added pressure, because CTS, carpal tunnel syndrome, is such a common thing for nail professionals. And just taking, 5-10 moments when you're having to shake vigorously every single day away with this handy product, I think if you agree, Tammy, it's going to be great for you and your team.
Yeah, honestly, the NAF team are just so excited to start using it. So yeah, really, really excited. I'm actually just excited to put all the mixers into our gel polish, give everything a nice clean up, ready to open, and just see what our clients think about it. And as you said, if we're having a quiet day in the salon, it's a really great tool to use on our social media as well, to display new collections or just to talk about the imix and the product as well. So genuinely really excited, and I hope I've got you all excited as well.
No, it's really cool. And I think salons and nail professionals haven't been able to work for the best part of 12 months now, and so it means that product has been sitting on shelves or sitting in toolkits, and it's going to have separated. The separation process starts from sort of 24 hours in, depending on what brand you're using, but that separation process, that's why you need to shake well, people have been shaking their products at the start of every appointment, but now they can just let the imix do the work and mix them instead, which is pretty handy. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's really innovative, and we love it. We think it looks really cool, and we're very excited to reveal it to the industry. So thank you, Tammy, for your demos. And just to answer a couple of questions that have come onto the event page now. This is launching for professional pre-sale in the UK and Ireland only at the moment. So you get that exclusive and get your hands on it before anybody else. And then it's launching globally in the summer. So you won't have too long to wait. And the exclusive distributor of this very cool product is Sweet Square. imix, so make sure you're liking those pages and keep up to date with lots of information. So Tammy, thank you so much for joining us and giving us that great insight into the imix.
Thank you so much for having me. And also, just as you mentioned the imix you paint, I don't think we've talked enough about how iconic that tagline is. Like, that's exactly what it does. It sits there and mixes while you paint and do your job. And I just think it's perfect. So thank you so much for having me. And I'm excited to see everyone using it as well.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. And yeah, just head over to Sweet Squared. It should be live now for purchase. $54.95 plus VAT for nail professionals. And again, available to use, it can be used with any gel polish brand or polish brand, and additional mixers are available separately as well. So yeah, good luck everyone. I hope you've enjoyed that big reveal. More information about it in the March issue of Scratch magazine, but head over to Sweet Squared now and get mixing.